cannot English today. Now, so I felt like, okay, I mean, a homer is great. You have the senseless shockwave come out. It reduces, you know, the firing speed and movement. But then, at the same time, you have a chrono on the other end who can just slow it down, play a bit more safe. And this time around here, On Fire already moving forward in the open. He's not shy at all to show his position, as Limit will be playing that second fiddle in terms of positioning. You can immediately see the firewall goes up and On Fire repositions. A lot of chip damage coming up here. Crime MKS taking a lot of damage because Pina has managed to just flank them from behind, rushing forward. Crime MKS and Zyro completely sandwiched. And the other members of Falcon also, at the very least, will be traded out here. Now it's just a skill matchup here in the end. Pina rushes out. A nice jump shot to the face. He's tracking just better. Putra cannot fight back. And now it's down to Adam. Adam wasn't able to shoot at all in the last map. We're waiting to see whether or not he can change this trajectory around. He has no clue where Pina is. No clue where exactly this crossfire is going to be happening. And he's getting a bit more, I would say, hesitant to show his hand. Jump shots around here and Falcons just come forward from two different angles. All alone, he can only jump away and he cannot seem to find an angle to bring these isolated games back into the game.
Yeah, he really needed to grab that elim before Pina came in, but it's too far, it's too soon, and this is just the first round as well, so we don't really have access to quality guns as of yet, so poor Adam did the best that he could, but already a great start here for Falcons. They will be in the lead with our first win here. As for Onic though, okay, now weapons are going to start to kick in. I'm keen to see if this lineup of theirs is going to pay off, because that's my concern coming into this matchup. Like, we can see what they want to do with their lineup. It's just, can they execute it properly up against what Falcons have? Now, I don't know if I'm a big fan of this, having Adam so far forward from the team and basically getting eliminated for free.
First blood.
Yeah.
That's your homer gone.
I'm not too sure what the call was. I'm not sure if he was trying to go for this flank either, but without the information means it's gonna be bad! Long range pickoff by Keroro, managing to find Putra, and Crime MKS also falls. Onic still hasn't been able to solve their problems whatsoever. Having Adam in the flank was not the answer, you know, compared to Falcons. Again, that decisiveness in terms of positioning and gameplay, there are just so many holes that Falcons were able to abuse in terms of positions, because Onic was just moving together as a squad without having an idea where to mark.
You know, I really think this Clue and Coda are coming back to bite Onic in the backside, because they, what can you do against a team that practically can see you regardless of where you're hiding, if you're not prone, it's just, you can't hide anywhere. So how do you beat vision? You kind of have to get rid of the other team before they can shoot back at you first, which is tough when you don't have vision yourself, because if you lose. And again, Adam is gone. That's the homer gone.
Yeah, Adam hasn't found any value at all. At the very least, here we have Zyro trading onto On Fire. And Onic, this high ground hold has given him a little bit more value. But at the same time, Falcons as well, playing on the other corners of the map. They spot one, they can crossfire off each other. That flame wall gives a bit more space. Keroro still holding down the line, and Crime MPS sends two. This high ground is huge. Could have been massive if he's able to land that crucial headshot. Keroro trades out Crime MPS as On Fire gets downed again. And Keroro once again doing what he does best, being the eliminator of the game. Limit also gonna meet up with his teammates on the high ground here, and they have so much control of the zone and the area. Putra alone, Zyro not in a position to play off each other at all, and they're slowly chipping away at this glue wall. Putra trying his best to get away from here. He has to drop down or at least find a nice little off angle to be able to take advantage and play with the element of surprise. Might not be able to now, but he does somehow still find Keroro, and he's bleeding to death, keeping his head down. Limit will be the second layer to deal with at all, and he goes up and swings. Zyro does his job. Pina falls. Falcons look like they're a bit shaky right now, having only one man alive, but he's trying to change this trajectory. Brings back his teammate online. A shot to the face is enough for Putra to get downed. And Zyro, what are you gonna do here? The zone shifts and you're down there alone. And it's just death from above. Sends out the mannequin, quick to reposition as well. And he does just that. A crossfire with his teammate means that Falcons sealed the round.
Falcons are starting to fly away with this game. And poor Onic, there's only so much your spines are going to be able to do unless you land a fatal blow. I think this game, this whole series is just going to disappear. But their hopes of potentially winning it. But look, we have to give props to where it's due. Falcons are playing so well wonderfully, but they are finding the perfect openings. They are utilizing all this vision that they have drafted in their composition, and every single time they are catching Adam without fail. And the moment Onic lose access to Adam, they are playing blind. They're playing blind into a team that can see everything that you do. So Adam, again, he's away from the team, but we've seen this before. Adam, he might be the first one to go down again.
Quick move at all. Adam,
Oh,
I'm not
correct.
too sure. He's actually going to see him. Yeah,
Look at Limit knows.
as well.
Limit
yeah,
knows.
Limit waiting in the corners here. A quick TP away, and now Adam tries to move away. Takes a bit of chip damage here as Pina keeping the rest of the team at bay. Now Keroro, great opening onto Adam. He can't be saved. He's too far away from his teammates there.
First
and Pina
blood.
being very quietly in the corner. If someone crosses, he might fall. There's a nice cross. Look at the positions of all the other members of Falcons here. On Fire wants to be that first person contact, and he does. Not only does he win it, he gets two. He rushes forward, he eliminates, and Crime MKS again, last man standing.
Double kill.
Last man standing, and he will be falling in just a second there. Although a bit of a trade with On Fire, but Falcons securing another win in this set. They cannot be stopped. They seem unbeatable, and it almost feels like they might be Tash in this matchup. Like, I don't think did Onic win any rounds in their last matchup? I think they got either 1 or 0.
It was a 6-0.
And they have
yeah.
and they have unfortunately been able to get nothing here as well. So, are Falcons really this scary? Like, did they just get completely gapped in this matchup? Because it kind of
feels like it. Yeah. Look at how fast they are this time around. Onic doing a little bit more quick on the uptake, putting a bit of chip damage as onto Pina, but it doesn't really seem to stop him. He's still rushing forward. He's still chasing. It actually displaces Crime because he has to play a little bit more far back. The damage has been traded between these two players, but in the middle of that map here, Zyra and Prucha are taking a lot of damage from the nades as well. Both members so low right now. Onic hasn't had time to even breathe as the rest of Falcons see that damage
First
as a
blood.
sign to collapse. Keroro completely obliterates one member, which is Putra, and now is down to the chase once again. Adam limping, and so is Crime. Crime at the very least gets to reset back to full, and now at the very least, Adam still alive, but not for long. Pina deals with him as well. Isolated fight is the name of the game here, and he's able to do so. Traded out so quickly, and Falcons feel like they're just dancing and jumping all around the map.
It just seems like everything Onic throw at Falcons seems futile. Everything just gets bounced back in their face. And again, props to where it's due. Falcons are playing amazingly, but up to match point as well. So all it takes is one more win for Falcons to essentially take this set and to kick Onic down into the bottom of the bracket, which nobody wants to go down to, unfortunately. But I mean, for Onic to win this, they got a reverse sweep. They got to take 6 games from here on out, but can they get that first win? That's the question here.
That is a hell of a long road to climb. But it could be doable here. Pina take a lot of damage, but I love the fact that for Falcons, putting in damage doesn't mean that you don't actually do anything about it. And Adam finally
blood.
fights back, rallies, and Keroro will be the one to fall first instead of the last 5 rounds. And now, suddenly it's changed. Falcons find themselves in the back foot. No! Because Putra found back and Limit rushes forward. Flame wall or not, it doesn't really matter. Limit shows a lot of aggression with the sniper. Rushes through. On Fire follows as well. Zyro, Putra knocked Adam. Rallies, second pickup of the game. But not for long. Because the rest of Falcons are ready to just
Triple
completely
kill.
collapse.